Mr. and Mrs. Ian and Halley Hamrick.
Dear Ian, as I look at you here today, I see the boy sitting next to me on the first day of kindergarten. I see the middle school Star Wars nerd who aced every test. I see the 17-year-old boy asking me to junior senior. I see my first boyfriend and my first I love you. I see my husband and the future father of my children. I see the man I love. God has blessed me so richly by letting me witness all these versions of you. I thank him every day for the many more I'll get to witness. I can never accurately articulate the story of us. It doesn't even seem fair to try. Because how could I describe my entire world in just a few paragraphs? I've literally known you for as long as I can remember. I cannot fathom a life without you in it. Thank you for gifting me with your presence every single day.
Dear Halley, you love to tell our story, and you tell it better than anyone. Every detail intact, every character vivid, every moment preserved, with perhaps one exception. With grace, you take the listener back to our first day of kindergarten, describing the blonde-haired boy at the desk next to yours and your wild imagination about our future together. The saga resumes in our senior year of high school when we promenaded about the quadrangle, marking your debut at junior senior. In that chapter of our story, I play both the gentleman and the fool, relegating you to the friend zone.
Yeah.
The story is complete in your memory in a way that has always amazed me.
I am feeling so beyond excited for both of you, and I can't wait. It's literally coming up in like an hour. It's so exciting.
I'm feeling very excited. I'm so happy for Halley.
You go. There he is. He's going. He and Scott here. They're about to go do their private little first luncheon. So excited.
But I mentioned an exception to the rule, and here it is. We often joke that our relationship defies logic. How did we end up together?
Yeah.
And more than once you've paused, looked at me, and asked, how did you know I was the one? Today I want to tell you my version of events. The truth is there was no single moment. No thunderclap, no light bulb, no slow motion turn across a crowded room. And for a long time I've struggled with that lapse in my memory. To be honest, I thought it was a flaw in our story. But I've come to think it's actually the whole point, because it wasn't one moment. It's thousands of them.
Yeah.
It's stunning.
You kind of guessed it, low-key.
I guessed it exactly right.
Yeah. You look cute.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah. Are you excited?
I'm excited. My heart's
sound
racing
it.
right now. Moments so small and so ordinary that I never thought to identify them as anything more. It was just you again and again. Until one day the question stopped making sense. Not because I found an answer, but because I couldn't imagine a version of my life that could. So no, I can't describe one moment to mark the beginning of our relationship, but what I can describe is every moment we will share for the rest of our lives.
I feel like our relationship has never been hard. I've never felt burdened or weighed down by you. I had friends in the past who would describe their relationships as exhausting or annoying, and I remember being so confused when they said that, because you've never made me feel that way. That's how I knew our love was different. A while ago, I wrote down a random list of things I love about you. I mentioned your psychotic obsession with coffee, because no one drinks as much coffee as you. I wrote down your refusal to believe in junk drawers. I wrote down the way you show up for me. I love your careful consideration. I love your realism. You keep me grounded. I love your confidence. I love that you always make time for me and prioritize our relationship. I love that you're my best friend and I can tell you anything. I love your unwavering faith and how you always stand up for what you believe in. You're the most confident person I know. I could keep listing things for hours, but really, truly, I love you.
In every moment, I vow to serve the Lord faithfully with you, to seek His guidance in the choices we make, to to lift you up in prayer, to walk with you in faith even when the path is uncertain, and to honor him in the life we build and the love that we share and the family that we grow.
And you said you weren't gonna cry.
Shut up. In every moment, I vow to pay attention to the little things, the expressions on your face, the shift in your voice when something's on your mind, and to remember what you share with me, your passing thoughts, your small preferences, the stories that matter to you, because they matter to you.
Ian, I vow to be your confidant. I vow to always hold your hand even when I'm sweaty. I vow to take care of you no matter what the situation. I vow to always read your papers and listen when you tell me the synopsis of the newest Stephen King novel. I vow to always yell at the bad drivers with you. I vow to spend every single second of my life fighting for you. I vow to pray for you endlessly. I vow to never forget that you're extremely ticklish. I vow to always tell you when I see a grammatical error somewhere. I vow to continue adding to our pet peeves list. I vow to never stop loving you.
In every moment, I vow to make you laugh. I know I have the tendency to take life a little too seriously, to hold things a little too tightly. But with you, I've learned that some things are better when they're just enjoyed, and I promise not to lose sight of that. The humor we share will never stop being one of my favorite parts about being with you. In every moment, I vow to fight for you, not just when it's easy, not when it makes sense, but when it costs something. What matters is your happiness, your peace, your sanity, your place. When the world pushes against us, when life gets messy, I will always be on your side. You never have to doubt that. In every moment, I vow to keep you safe. Of course, I can't guarantee eliminating every challenge, but I can make sure you never have to face one alone. When the nights are long or the days don't go as planned, I will be your stronghold. In every moment, I vow to always choose you. When we're laughing, when we're frustrated, when everything goes according to plan, or when everything falls apart, I will choose you deliberately, because life with you is always better.
I vow to laugh, cry, scream, sing, whatever with you as long as we're together. We're a team. I'm so sorry you're stuck with me.
And finally, in every moment, I vow to be someone worth choosing. Not perfect, not always graceful, but always trying.
You're going to be an amazing lawyer, a fantastic husband, and if God blesses us with children, you'll be a wonderful dad.
I promise to keep growing and to keep learning. You're choosing me today, and I vow to spend every day, every hour honoring that choice, because I can't imagine life any other way.
Who gives it? I, Ian, take you out. Me, my beloved wife, till death do us part. I, Halley, take you, Ian. Me, my beloved wife, till death do us part.
You're my story, my laughter, and my home, so I promise to show up, to love you fully, to be present and faithful through every ordinary day and every extraordinary one, to whatever end.
I see my future and it's bright, and our love will always be timeless. I vow to follow you, Ian, to whatever end.
Ian and Halley, you have made vows for God and these witnesses. Seal your vows with the giving and receiving of grace. God has joined together, but no man separates. Ian, you may kiss his love. It is my privilege to pronounce and introduce to you for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Ian and Halley Hamrick.
High five.